Boom, 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 boom. A map. Boom, boom. Blinky lines on a map. Boom, boom. Spelling out something urgent. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome to the Sidestream Media. Tonight, Europe is diving into a year filled with elections, as elections are poised to happen in Bulgaria, the Netherlands, Cyprus, and yes, even Germany. And we would like to remind anyone that a year where Germany is holding democratic elections is possibly not the worst year ever. But speaking of a far-right threat, we would like to turn our attention tonight to foreign election interference in Europe, specifically done by the far right and what we have been calling the far right international. To start this story, we're going to go to Italy, the land of calzone, of Ferraris, and the romanticization of all things pervy. Speaking of which, Salvini, a man who, in the far-right tradition of Vladimir Putin, Thierry Baudet, and of course Tony Abbott, has tried to make sexy pictures of himself. And if there's one thing we can be grateful for that didn't happen during the Trump presidency, it is probably that. Also the best argument against him running in 2024, am I right? Little bit of gratitude, guys. Little bit of gratitude. Salvini's pictures might not turn out as good as one might hope, but unfortunately turn out as good as one could reasonably expect. During the Italian elections of 2018, Salvini had help by the Mordor of the internet, 4chan and 8chan. The forum set up a system with meme makers, translators, demographic researchers, and local activists in order to help Salvini, engaging in what has been described as mimetic warfare, a type of warfare that might be less direct than kinetic warfare, but leaves you with similar amounts of brain damage. Needless to say, these forums were exchanging red pills like they were on some communist techno party. But more insidious, perhaps, is the foreign money flowing into European elections, a field pioneered by the IOF with their World Congress of Families. Jesus, can they just give an accurate name for themselves once in a while? I don't know, like the World Congress of locking up them gays, or the World Congress of putting women back into the kitchen. All I want is a little bit of honest... I am the stream. I flow calmly. The World Congress of Families have been funding far-right European leaders in an attempt to marry extreme American Christians, Russian Orthodox, and European nationalists. A marriage that has led some to debate whether or not this falls under traditional marriage. The group itself is said to be working under the holy trinity of borders, Brexit, and the Bible, because that, obviously, is what Jesus would have wanted. They have also aligned themselves with the Spanish group Citizen Go, which has tried to set itself up as a super PAC for the European far right. The group also gained some infamy when they drove an anti-LGBTQ, etc. bus through Europe and the United States of America. They also flew a plane that had the banner, "They're coming for your children," a slogan so on the nose that it goes beyond the nose and punches you straight in the amygdala. Neuroscience jokes. Great value, no market. The developments in the far-right international must be worrying to Europe, as some on the chance have called for a worldwide fascist revolution, and Citizen Go describing the culture war as a global war. Europe must try desperately to keep the Germans out of fascist revolutions and global wars, just for once. Please, just for once, please. In the Lightstream media, lockdown protests in the Netherlands have largely died out until earlier this week. Protesters turned the environment against the police, engaging in what has been called low-temperature artisan water cannon warfare, also known as a snowball fight. Protesters threw snowballs at the police, and the police responded in kind, leading to some severe smiles on everybody's faces. The American police has offered the Dutch police to try to militarize and weaponize snowballs, but critics have pointed out that this is unlikely to happen because snow is white. What is that even? This was the side stream media for tonight. Good night, and judging by the weather, Merry Christmas. Boom, 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 boom. World Congress of Fuck Knuckles, more like.